Over the past few years, I've helped hundreds of people with the Kajabi platform, either learning how to build something with the platform or just to use it for their online business. Now, I've seen so much in the way of successes or failures using this platform that there's been some trends coming up over time. So in this video, I thought I'd share the 5 most costly Kajabi mistakes that I've seen and how you can avoid them from the outset. But before we dive in, I am a Kajabi partner. I can get you an extended 30-day free trial of this platform if you haven't started using it just yet, just by using my link. Head to timpeakman.com/Kajabi. More on that at the end of this video. So to sum up these 5 most costly mistakes that I see and the trends that I see on this platform, the first one being people aren't willing to learn a new skill. Whereas the idea of being an online entrepreneur is quite attractive to most, some aren't willing just to learn those new skills. And here's a few examples. So here I am inside my Kajabi account, and this is a learned skill. If you have never built a website before, just putting a homepage together, setting up a domain, putting some landing pages together, it could be alien to you. So just learning how to actually write copy, build out pages, and build sales pages and capture emails, this is a learned skill. So a lot of people want to work on the Kajabi platform, but they're just maybe not prepared to do the work and learn how to best get the results from this Kajabi platform. Another skill could be copywriting. So learning how to put their messaging, distill it down into copy and put that on the page. Because if you want to become an online entrepreneur, you need to leverage sales copy. Another skill could be just like I'm doing now, talking into a camera. I'm sitting here in my home studio and I'm just talking into the dark lens of a camera. This is quite alien to most, very alien if you haven't done this before, and it is definitely a learned skill. And also with that, creating video or even editing it, if you are editing your own video yourself, just learning a few simple editing tricks will help you produce that video, again, to get your message out there into the world. And hosting your video on Kajabi is a win-win. So that's the first costly mistake, either buying Kajabi, taking it for the 30-day free trial and not applying themselves to learn that new skill, or not learning copywriting, or not learning how to make video. So the second most costly mistake I see, people are focusing too much on building out their homepage and their sales pages. They're focusing too much on the color of the button, exactly what copy you need. It's going the other way from what I see in the first costly mistake. And these people don't focus on building that audience, because if you build it, they most likely will not come. So building that audience in conjunction with building your Kajabi platform is super critical for online business success. So how you can overcome that then, I focus on YouTube because it is a search engine and I am building my online business and my online audience through YouTube. And if I was just to click into my analytics, let's say go for a lifetime, having a look at all the content that I've created over the course of this channel, which is only a few years old. And then if I was just to click all, this is how I get discovered. So I create content every week, publish it on YouTube, and then the impressions, as you can see here, I've got over 3.7 million impressions, and then views from those impressions, 202,000 views, and then watch hours. It adds up and it builds up. So my advice would be to pick an online platform. It could be TikTok, it could be Instagram. I personally go for Google and YouTube because they are search engines, and try and build your online presence. The biggest piece of advice I can give people who want an online business is, if you want an online business, you have to have some form of online presence. You're not going to get too far if you're trying to build an online business and you don't have that online presence. So that second most costly mistake is not focusing on giving the audience growth the time and attention that it deserves. Now, the third most costly mistake I see is people not asking for the sale, not positioning their products and services enough. Now, once you have your website up and running and once you're putting out content in there into the world, you've got to invite people back into your world and try and grab their email and then send out some sort of email autoresponder or a welcome sequence. So this is me in Kajabi having built out a number of welcome sequences for the people joining me and receiving my emails. And this is just a way of you over delivering, positioning yourself as the authority and delivering value, and then asking for either a call with you, asking for the sale, positioning your products and services in a way that is the best next step for that customer journey. The number of calls I've had with current and past clients and they're struggling to make the sale, the biggest factor is they're not asking for the sale nearly enough. If you think that a very small percentage of people will buy from you, the amount of times you have to ask for that sale is way in advance of what you might think the number of times you have to ask for the sale is. So if you have a 10% conversion rate on a sale, if you ask 100 people, you're going to get 10 sales. If you ask only 10 people, you might only get 1 sale. So that's the third most costly mistake. You're not asking for the sale enough. Now leverage tech, leverage video, leverage autoresponders to ask for that sale over and over again. Now the fourth most costly mistake I see is people try Kajabi for 30 days. They apply themselves, they try and build an audience, but just to actually build out a homepage and some landing pages may not take that much time. But to build the whole system, the whole online business takes quite a bit of time, especially if you're using organic content. If you're using a paid ad strategy to a lead generation funnel to then a sale, that might be a different story. But if you're building a business for the long haul, it doesn't happen overnight. So people being impatient, not seeing results the next day, they might quit and go and look for a quicker solution. I've been building my personal brand, my online business for the last few years, and my business growth is a direct reflection of my YouTube growth. So the YouTube channel, as it grows over time, my business gets leads and sales from that because I've put in the correct systems. And some of the worst advice that I've heard over the years is just to quit your job and go all in on your online business. Now, this isn't giving your online business the grace and the time that it needs to grow and generate you some revenue. So if you can avoid doing that, all the better. So that's the fourth most costly mistake. Don't expect everything to happen overnight. Give it time. Now, the fifth and final most costly Kajabi mistake I see is overwhelm. People try and do all of the things. They're not sure what they need to do, so they do everything they can. So they're not employing the right strategy for their online business. Now, there's a reason I choose YouTube and Google. They are by far the biggest or most busiest online platforms there are. That's where the majority of the people are searching for solutions to their questions. So I've committed to this strategy because I can create evergreen, searchable content that is compounding over time. Whereas I do see clients try Facebook ads, try organic TikTok videos, try LinkedIn, try Instagram, but they're not quite sure on what strategy to use. So they've tried something, but maybe not for long enough. So if you've been following me for any length of time, you might understand how I teach online business. I do have a free workshop that explains exactly how I've built this one-person, 6-figure online business over time, over a few years. You can head to timpeakman.com/workshop and get access to this on-demand training. And I'm going to walk and talk you through how to earn your first $1,000 of online revenue without having to start from scratch. So that link once more, timpeakman.com/workshop, and hopefully you'll understand the strategy or a strategy that works. They all work, but just so you can stick to one strategy when you're building out your online business. So there we have it. Hopefully that's helped you. These are the 5 most costly Kajabi mistakes that I've seen and some examples of how you can overcome them or how you can even avoid making these mistakes yourself. And so if you did want to test Kajabi out for a 30-day extended free trial, that's over double the 14-day free trial for the public, you can simply head to timpeakman.com/Kajabi, get access to your free 30 days. And if you do that as a thank you from me, this is an affiliate link. So all that means is part of your payment will come back to me in support of this channel at no extra cost to you. But you're going to get access to Kajabi Unboxed, which is my free training program. It goes through what you need to do and how to unbox your account in the right way, ready for scale. And if you go over those 30 days and use Kajabi to run your entire online business like me, as a second thank you from me, just reach out to me, tim@timpeakman.com, just to show that you're a Kajabi customer. And I'm going to gift you some more sales page templates These are just templates in a theme. You can just download them and upload them into your Kajabi account. So that link once more, timpeakman.com/Kajabi. Check out some of the awesome bonuses on that page. Hopefully this video has provided you with some value and you've got those 5 most common costly Kajabi mistakes that you can avoid. And I look forward to seeing you on the very next video.